Hello, everyone. John Bruna with the Daily Quote. I'm grateful, so grateful I have the opportunity to share some of these little bits of wisdom that have helped me in my life. And the aspiration is that some of it might help you in yours, and maybe you can bring it to others. And so every day that I'm able to, I try to post a little bit of wisdom, really stemming from a quote that I found really helpful in my life. You can also, by the way, besides the YouTube channel, be able to just join the podcast and you can download it every day. We'll be adding some other things that you might find helpful. And you can always visit a meaningfullife.us for a lot more resources, courses, and trainings to be more resilient, live with more joy. Yeah, a meaningful life. All right, having said that, let's go ahead and get to today's quote. My way or the highway rarely gets us anywhere. The real journey in life is the one we share with others. In fact, there is no other journey. Everything we know, we learn from others. Everywhere we have been was developed by others. Yes. Have you ever really reflected on that? We get very caught up in me and mine, my house, my stuff, my car, my mailbox, you know. Where'd the materials for the mailbox come from? Actually, it might have been there before you got the house. My house, who built that house? Where'd the nails come from? How many people were involved in one nail that went into your house? Who mined the metal, the melting of metal, the shaping, the machinery, who built the machinery, the packaging? I mean, when you sit there and think about just one nail in your house that provides shelter for you, it's hard to even wrap your head around how many people are involved in just one nail. The machining of it I mentioned, but the boxing, the packaging, the factories, the the attorneys for the companies, the advertising to say this nail is better than that nail, and so forth. The roads that it traveled on, the trucks, and who built those trucks, and the engines for those trucks, and the material for the roads, and the stores, and the selling, everything to wind up being a part of your house, contractors and so forth, people who designed homes. In truth, everything about our life is a journey with others, and everything we get to enjoy is because of others. And many people we've never met, the fact that we have language developed by others, schools that were built so that we can learn to read and write, to speak. Everything we have is because of others. So, in truth, we're always on a journey with others. And what others do have an impact on us. What we do has an impact on others. And sometimes John thinks he knows how things should be. My way or the highway. And I forget that we're all trying to get somewhere. And I really don't know how things should be. In fact, I don't even know who may call me on the phone tomorrow, who might send me an email a little bit later. There's an unfolding of my life that has been taking place, and it started many years, centuries before I was ever born, that created the conditions for me to have the life that I have today. So instead of trying to get others to see things my way, I've really learned to try to understand that we're all on a journey together. And the big analogy of this, I think some people have heard me say many times, is we're never really stuck in traffic. We are traffic, and all of us are trying to get somewhere safely. And isn't it wonderful we have a place to go and the ability to get there because of others? So rather than my way or the highway, I found it much better to meet people halfway, to try to learn what they know, because everyone I've ever met knows more about a lot of things than I do. And I'm clearly not aware of everything. Basically, I try to be a learner, not a teller. When I'm sharing something with others, I'm only sharing what I know. It's impossible to learn. So in even sharing this with you today, I'm only sharing from the limited experience of my lifetime, and there's much more to learn. So instead of my way or the highway, it's nice to know that I get to travel with all of you on this incredible experience of life, and that we get to learn how to help each other along the way and how to learn from each other, including the people I don't like. They often have taught me some of the most valuable lessons. Hope you find this helpful. It's helped me in my life quite a bit.